everyone, it's Matt C. And had a good catch-up day. Just kind of going through the PDF for the KYRIE campaign, kind of registering everyone over the past 5 days who have backed the campaign. And we've had a good running. We're still doing about 2 backers a day. I think I put in 10 people over 5 days. So I'm thinking that's pretty solid because, I mean, our goals are so low. They really are about 3,500 thereabouts. Because I kind of pushed the button on printing about 500 books. It's basically the cost of turning on the printer for about 2 minutes to get those things printed. So, yeah, because of that, we're close to 50% through, which is pretty great. I'm still pretty thrilled about that. It's funny, like 36% feels pretty far from 50%. Don't know why, but I feel like I'm looking over the hill now, and I'm glad, I don't need 1,000 books. I can always do a second printing down the road. I really like this printer. The publisher that I used to be with has printed with them in the past. I own some of their stuff. I'm really impressed with what they do, and I also, they just have the best deals in town. Forget Print Ninja. I don't know why. I mean, you're basically paying a premium if you go to Print Ninja. You're paying for their ads to be on the top of everyone's search lists and all that kind of stuff, and for them to have the nifty, click down, get an instant estimate kind of thing, and have it be super large, convenient. You're not printing for better quality at cheaper rates. That's my experience. So I thought that's where I needed to go, and I'm glad I made some phone calls. Honestly, I probably spent about 2 hours in total between 3 phone calls, I think, with this printer. It was so worth it. So much better than half a dozen emails. It's the way to go. Form a relationship with your printer. It's a big deal. So doing 500 books means 3,500 as opposed to 4,500. I still haven't looked at how to lower the fixed budget. I don't think I can. I think that's locked in. I think I just have to switch to the negotiable goal, or whatever they call it. But I don't want to do that yet because I wouldn't be able to afford to print the book if we only had 55 backers and $1,600. So I don't want to say I can commit to it until I can commit to it, basically. So just know, if you've backed the book, or if you're planning on backing it, please do so sooner than later, if you can at all. But if you've already backed the book, know that getting to what I think it's 75%, 80% of what the stated goal is would actually be 100%. That's what I'd kind of commit to being able to print it, is at the around the 80% mark. So we're already halfway there, basically, and that's pretty exciting. So we're how many days? Is it 11 days in? We've passed, the only bookmark that's available now is sharing that you backed it on social media, and I'm keeping track of those. Or not bookmark, postcard. So we've closed down the others. And yeah, I had a fantastic interview. It was short, alas, with George Alexopoulos. Hope to do more. I think we really hit it off. He's a really cool guy. I can tell he's got that Joe Rogan kind of long form dialogue discussion thing going on. And unfortunately, I can only do lunch break, which is bad. tomorrow evening. It's pretty cool. He may ask me to come in and for like a bit of a chill stream kind of launch party. So I might be able to come in for that, and so that'll be fun. And yeah, really, I'm just trying to build networking at this point. Trying to see who wants to be my friend on the internet. Who can I mutually benefit? Because it's pretty, the hustle is that's why they call it a hustle. It's not easy. If it was easy, they wouldn't call it a hustle. And 31 days feels like 31 years when you're in the thick of it. I forgot how long this feels. The campaigns can feel like. The last one I did was 5 years ago on Kickstarter, and it was pretty tough. Fortunately, I've gone above what I made on that. I only made $1,300, but I only needed it was just to pay for me to quit my job early, so I could work on producing a PDF digital comic for people. So that was all profit. This campaign, I'm not aiming for profit. Hopefully, if I can print a couple extra 100 books, that would help for me to, I'll just be kind of selling those over the next couple years. Probably including them in the next campaigns. It'd be cool to do a tier, adding in book 1 to your book 2 order. Your book 3, your book 4, as we go along. So I've been thinking, I've kind of said it out loud a couple times, and then I kind of realized it's doable because I said it out loud. A campaign every 6 months. I don't think that's too terrible of a stretch. Provided we can just hit our low funding goals. I don't think that's not feasible. Because I've already got 2 books done. I've already drawn and wrote the whole things. I've written the other 2 80 to 90%. I think they need some polishing. And and I'm working on the art probably about a third of the way through book 3. Maybe half. It'd be nice if it was half. So that would mean that every time I come out with a book and I can put it on Indiegogo, then I'll already be kind of wrapping up, or at least halfway through finishing the next book for the future, which means 6 months from there I can be done with that one. It's not a momentum I can keep on forever, but given that I'm already halfway through these 4 books, I don't imagine it would be too hard to keep that pace up. And I'm still digging this campaign. I think it's pretty doable that we can take care of this. Bad comes to worst, I got to do some freelance and pay the difference. That's really worst case scenario is just doing some freelance to pay the printer. And I'm willing to do that too, because honestly this has been, I really want this book done, and I can't really get to book 2 until book 1's done. I can't print book 2 unless I can print book 1, and I've got to show backers that I have what it takes to tell a story that's interesting. And it's got to go beyond, it's got to go beyond the pretty pictures. This isn't just a portfolio piece. This is a compelling story. So if the story's interesting, hopefully it would, get enough people excited on book 1 that they would, want to come back for book 2 and tell their friends. how to say it. Like, there's a lot of books that I buy for the art or the artist or what I hear from word of mouth. And the stories they're not terribly compelling. They don't bring me back. So if there's a follow-up, unless it's something dramatically different, like I just like, there's this weird anthology and they come out with new people every time. Maybe a couple of the editors have a short piece in there. But for the most part, I'm buying in because I like what they curate. Some things are hit or miss, but I know that each follow-up anthology is going to be entirely new. So if I was disappointed with a couple of the things, that's not going to hold me back, because I know I'm going to be entirely surprised with the new anthology. There's stuff like that keeps me going. But sometimes comics kind of like, what, that was a fun ride, but I can get off the train right here. I've just never been someone who needs to watch every episode of a TV show, keep up with, the 10 films in a cinematic universe. I kind of dip in when I want some entertainment, and if I'm bored, I dip out and I find something else. And so hopefully this is the sort of story that you wouldn't want to just like buy book 2 and dip in for book 2 and then dip out for 3 and 4 and never even bother with book 1. That would be a tragedy. But hopefully the way I've kind of structured all 4 books is that all 4 offer like a distinct landscape, a distinct arc in the story. Costumes change, the mood and feel, the color. People talk about the colors in KYRIE. The spectrum of colors are intentionally redesigned to serve the evolving story as it is in that stage. So each book is very distinct. It's not just I could have just had one book and I just wanted to break it up for whatever purpose. They're 4 pretty different books as far as much as you can with a single epic story arc, as much as you can with that. I've always liked episodic advancements in a story. So imagine if the first 3 Indiana Jones movies were all for the same relic, kind of. Take out some of the details on that, and maybe keep, Bullock for all 3 as the, one of the principal antagonists, and you're in the ballpark of what I'm going for with KYRIE. So, so that's kind of the update for today. Probably going to be tinkering on some stuff tonight. I'm going to see about that fixed goal situation, and following up with a couple people on how to get myself on a couple lists, and trying to see when an interview is going to come out. And I'll be sharing the George Alexopoulos interview, and also just keep it on that hustle. It's a long hustle. It'd be nice if we can get to 3.5K, and I can just switch it down to the soft goal or whatever it's called. It'd also be nice if I could just kind of end the goal early, or end the campaign early. I don't know if I can reduce the number of days. I know I can extend it. I don't know about reducing. That would be cool. That would be neat. So anyway, that's kind of my thoughts for the day. I might even do a freelance job just to pay for a couple stretch goals. If we can just hit the printing and we can't make stretch goals, I might just pay for those. There's some work on my end. But, yeah, so that's this thing. I don't know how people get theirs to work. Mine falls out every time. That's the update. That's update number 11 for today. Thanks for checking this out, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.